President William Ruto has reached out to political leaders to work together for the benefit of Kenyans. Speaking at a Thanksgiving ceremony in Kitui, President Ruto said his government will serve all Kenyans regardless of their political affiliations. Muslim faithful in Garissa County are seeking divine intervention in response to the biting drought in the region. The faithful congregated at the Garissa Primary School grounds to hold special prayers for rainfall, even as leaders appealed to the neighboring counties to help local farmers with fodder to feed their livestock.
Garissa County has been placed in the alert phase by the National Drought Management Authority following the long dry spell. In response, the Muslim faithful gathered at the Garissa Primary School to hold special prayers called Salatul Istisqa, hoping that their cries for rainfall will be heard.
Ng'ombe, mbuzi na ngamia zimeanza kukufa na wamekufa. Na watu ambao walikuwa wanategemea kina mama, wazee, watoto, bia sasa hali yao ni hali ya makhtuti.
Area Governor Nadif Jama, who joined the faithful in the prayers, appealed to neighboring counties to supply Garissa farmers with fodder to enable them to feed their livestock.
When our livestock, come to your counties, wasifanyia vibaya. They should be accommodated because this is a crisis which is natural. It's not in our hands. And these are livestock people, they move with their little livestock.
Sisi kama wakazi ama kaskazini mashariki wa Kenya hatujapata mvua miaka 4.5.
But as locals seek divine intervention, the government is moving to ensure those in need of relief aid receive the supplies. Garissa Deputy Governor Abdi Dagane flagged off 4 trucks of relief food to cushion drought-stricken families in the region.
In the next few days, we will be supplying more food. We have been doing water tracking for the past 3 months in these areas. 18,000 households that are seriously affected by this drought.
We will join hands with the county government in the spirit of cooperation and collaboration to ensure that we save the lives of our people.
The relief food is set to benefit some 5,000 households, even as the Deputy Governor calls for more support from the national government to aid the county. Yusufar reporting for Lunchtime News.
Still on the same, some of those living in informal settlements in Mlolongo and Kitengela are facing hunger due to reduced job opportunities. Mlolongo Assistant County Commissioner Dennis Oganga says his office has profiled the affected households.
Counties namely Garissa, Isiolo, Kajiado, Kitui, Mandera, Marsabit, Laikipia, Samburu, Tana River, Turkana and Wajir are in the red due to the ongoing drought, the worst in 40 years, that has affected 23 counties. This has seen the government roll out relief food distribution to those in dire need. Despite this, those living in informal areas in the Nairobi metropolitan areas such as Mlolongo and Kitengela feel that they are also affected and need help, since some of them have lost their livelihoods due to the hard economic times that has seen some employers laying off staff.
There are no jobs here. There are no casual jobs. There's nothing to feed and people are starving. Here we are not like in Mavoko where I'm standing now. In Syokimau, Mlolongo, we have no chicken, we have no goats, we have no cattle. We rely on money and we rely on food from our villages.
He says the biting hunger has seen some learners skip school and is urging parents, guardians, leaders and stakeholders to ensure 100% school attendance.
In other news, investors are urging the government to develop physical infrastructure in rural areas to enhance housing development. The investors say affordable housing continues to be inaccessible to many Kenyans due to population growth and increased urbanization.
Investors say it's inevitable that many Kenyans may miss out on the housing plan due to affordability. The investors insist that due to the housing crisis in Kenya and the proliferation of slums, more solutions are needed to bridge the deficit.
when it comes to borehole, NEMA and everything else, we first appreciate them. However, there's too much that they need to catch up with private sector, things like road network.
Led by Nicholas Kahuho, the investors urged the government to promptly open up the outskirts of major towns by providing good road networks, electrification of all villages, and enough supply of clean water to enable more Kenyans to take advantage of the affordability of land.
To our county government, please ensure that we have water around these areas, we have electricity, we have good roads, so that it becomes accessible for everybody ambao wanakaa pande hizi.
Atuwekee sewage na tena watupatie maji ndio tukae vizuri.
Alice Nyambura says most Kenyans are willing to put up houses in remote areas provided they are accessible and key amenities are available.
And now in the sports arena, Casemiro's looping stoppage time header gave Manchester United a deserved point in a dramatic encounter against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Meanwhile, Everton ended a run of 3 defeats with an impressive 3-0 victory over Crystal Palace at Goodison Park.
Jorginho's late penalty looked to have given Chelsea a narrow win when he sent goalkeeper David De Gea the wrong way from the spot, but Casemiro's stoppage time goal ended Chelsea's winning hopes.
In comes the corner. Referee penalty. Oh, what a huge decision. Up against De Gea. Kept his cool. Sent De Gea the wrong way. And Chelsea, with just 4 minutes to go, strike first. Shaw, nice ball in, that header, brilliant! Is it crossed the line? Surely it has, yes it has! The referee's whistle vibrates, and that means Manchester United have equalised 3.5 minutes into stoppage time.
Meanwhile, Everton ended a run of 3 successive defeats with an impressive 3-0 victory over Crystal Palace at Goodison Park. Today, Arsenal will be looking forward to registering a win that will see them maintain the 4-point margin lead over second-placed Manchester City when they take on Southampton. Other games on card today: Aston Villa will take on Brentford, Leeds will play Fulham, while Tottenham Hotspur host Newcastle United.
Chance, good save! Gordon will score! Gordon does score! Here comes McNeil, great run, and Wambiru with the back heel in, McNeil makes it 3! That is brilliant for Everton! Alex...
Well, that report brings us to the end of our bulletin this afternoon. Thank you for choosing Lunchtime News. My name is Jackie Wambiru. Sign language interpreter is Byron Abuli. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Do you have a news story to share with KBC? Get in touch swiftly on email news@kbc.co.ke or call 0723 892 654 or 0734 780 124.
Breast cancer is not one disease, and I think it's very important for that to be understood so that even if you have 10 people with breast cancer, they would not have the same management. So general risk factors would include early menarche. If you start getting your menses early on, like when you're very young and having late menopause. Why is this? It's because you have a longer period of exposure to estrogen. If you have your firstborn child later in like above 30 as compared to someone who had a child maybe in their 20s, then your risk factor is higher because you had late fast delivery.
So many people doesn't know about cancer. So what I'm saying, the awareness should be done about cancer so that people should know this and this can happen.
It's so expensive to manage cancer, and it's even more expensive to manage stage 4 cancer.
Heri ukwe maskini lakini ukwe mzima. Ukiwa na health mzuri, shukuru Mungu.
Some of them don't even understand the kind of sickness that they are suffering from. But thank you, because through Mama here, we have seen the hand of God.
Nashukuru, nilitibiwa, sasa naendelea kupona.
Lakini mlisupport, nikaweza kupona, sasa niko na raha. Mungu awabariki.
Nimerecover kabisa, niko na furaha sana.
They only show that it's transforming lives. Mungu akubariki na Mungu akuzidishie.
At KBC Channel 1, we put people at the heart of events with our captivating weekly news features.